Hey guys, it's Scott, nurse practitioner with NP to Go. Today is the day of my testosterone injection, so I figured I would just show you guys the process, how I give myself a shot of testosterone. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, so very important, first things first, you're gonna make sure you have clean hands and a clean surface to work on. I usually use like a paper towel. You're gonna take your alcohol syringe, open it up. First thing we're gonna do is wipe down the top of the rubber stopper on your medication vial. Give that a nice cleaning, set that aside. Then we're gonna take our syringe and our blunt needle and open the container, or open the packaging here. And this needle kind of screws on and locks into place. You don't need to like really tighten it down, just put it in there finger tight. Okay, so now the alcohol swab should have dried from the top of the rubber stopper. You are going to draw back on your needle. You can do about the amount that you're going to be injecting. Today, I do twice a week, 50 units. So you're going to push gently straight into the vial. You're going to push down the plunger and inject all of that air into the vial. This creates like positive pressure that will help you draw back the medication. You can see when you look in there, you can kind of see where the needle is. You're going to pull back until the needle goes below the level of the medication in the vial, and then you're just going to slowly and gently draw back. You can see the medicine entering the syringe. Go ahead and hold it upright till we get rid of any air bubbles, and push back in till we're right about at the 50. So you can see there we're right about at the 50 line. And go ahead and extract the needle. And then this is something that a lot of people forget. You're going to pull back a little bit because there is medicine, there is testosterone inside of that needle right there, quite a bit actually. So we're going to pull back on that, right? And then you can go ahead and cap back on the needle and unscrew it, okay? So we have the testosterone loaded up in the needle. I'm going to go ahead and now use the narrow gauge, 25 gauge, 1-inch needle. To inject, just like we did with the blunt needle, you're going to just go ahead and screw it on the top. Again, you don't have to really bear down on it. But now we are more or less ready to go for our injection. Okay, so there's a few common places that people inject. This is an intramuscular injection, by the way. You can do subcutaneous injection, but I typically do intramuscular. It's just what I'm used to. So the sites that I use and I rotate through are right deltoid, left deltoid, right glute, and left glute. So for the deltoid, and you want the shot to go in that meaty part of your deltoid. You can kind of grab your front delt, put your finger right there. It's like a little clam belly, and that's where you're going. So, okay, so the moment of truth. You want to make sure that this area, again, is clean, and you have an idea of where that needle is going to go. I already gave myself the injection, but I'll just put the needle into my arm again to show you how to do it. It just goes straight in, right? 90-degree angle. You can pretty much put the entirety of the needle into your arm. 1, 2, 3. We're in. You want to pull back gently on this plunger just to make sure you're not in a blood vessel. It's never happened to me, but best practices. You just want to make sure. Okay, so there's no blood in there. And then you just want to gently push down on the plunger until all of that testosterone oil is in the muscle. Then you just gently pull back on the needle to extract it, just the same angle it went in. And there we go. If we look, there's a little bit of blood. I usually just take the same alcohol swab I've used, clean it off. And then if you want to be fancy, you can go ahead and put a Band-Aid over that. And that's it. Twice a week or once a week, depending on your order. Quick, painless, and we're ready to rock. One last thing before I forget. That needle, how do you dispose of this? This is where your empty detergent container comes in. Just go ahead and put it in there, screw on the top. When this gets full, you can take it to most pharmacies and hospitals have a sharps drop off, and you can go there and just drop this off with them. All right, guys, take care. See ya.